Alright guys, so check this out. It's a couple different things here. One, I don't know why anybody's not talking about this. It's the doomsday clock, climate clock, New York Times Square counting down. Check it out. Just put it up there 2 weeks ago. Unveiled it. It's doomsday clock. Counting down how many years to save the Earth. Right? Well, that's not even half of it. Okay. So January 18th of this year, Trump suspended funding for this seawall that they're building in New York City to barricade against flooding, superstorms, supposedly. Okay, big one, seawall barrier. And then he came back. It was a $2 billion project, or $166 billion project. And he came back. Guess what? Ended up being a $62 billion project after that. The first checks that went out, the first stimulus plan was for $62 billion. Did you know that? Right after this. Well, January 18th, shortly thereafter, guess what? First coronavirus case was reported. Okay, this is Trump's home city, New York City. Well, he basically told the Corps of Engineers and de Blasio and all them, fuck you. And then turns around and approves $62 billion coronavirus package for New York City and other places. Getting the picture here, number-wise. Yeah, because if he approved that, $62 billion to fund them beforehand, everybody would have known that. They'd have been, why are you doing that for this one city? Right, his home city. Getting what I'm saying to you? Starting to make a lot of sense why. And then the next thing was these big 2-foot thick solid iron doors they put on the tunnels to go to Queens. Basically nuclear bomb proof. Every door in them is facilitated with pressurized locks, seals, just like on a submarine. Okay? I have the MTA access codes to this thing. You have to have an access code to get in it once it's sealed. Certain people, special privileged people. Yeah, there's a portal for it. Found that too. So you look for yourself. One of these doors says E pluribus unum. The other one says Excelsior. When all become one, something like that on them. Basically, same old bullshit, Some survive, most don't. Anyhow, kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Because they just now finished everything on those doors, on that underground system, and the funding. They just now finished it. How convenient that bastard up there has killed so many people and gotten so much money for every single one of those people that died from coronavirus federal funding. So he got his funding, didn't he? Trump and the White House told him no more. But he got his money, didn't he? Got his money off dead Americans and some that don't exist. That's why he's doing what he's doing. All that because Trump told him, fuck you. So he just figured, hey, he'll get his money one way or another. And he did. All that to save his own ass. Them and the Rockefellers and everyone else in New York City from the 13 believe this. This is why. This is exactly why. The numbers don't lie. Figure it out. You don't have to believe me, but I know I'm right. These people need to die. Really. All of them. Because they're evil and they've killed thousands of people. Our families, friends. And they get away with it. And Trump's part of that. Them and their whole scheming bullshit. You think he doesn't have a big say in New York City, what goes on there? You think so? You think he's just going to let that bastard talk bad about him and they're just going to run rampant right over the president like he's the president? Of course he is. Because he's got dirt on him. Because he'll expose him if he tries to prosecute him. Like, comes out and says anything publicly about him being responsible for thousands of deaths in New York City and what him doing is criminal. Thousands. Think about that. He acted like the president the whole year. He's acted like he's the president of the world. right over Trump. Why would any president or anyone allow that? Now you know. Y'all take it easy. Love you. I was going to do a live feed tonight for Crazy Ginger and a prayer meeting, but for some reason I can't go live. I don't know if it's my computer, studio, or what. Hopefully I'll have it done tomorrow. Sorry about that. I'll catch y'all later.
I was here when time began. I was in them all. A wicked one magician's hand. I am what John had saw. I'm a thing that lives and breathes, slaves to worship me. There are many that are born of me. Anytime there are many me's. Crown Messiah, I crucified him. Still you don't believe. I am kings, I am queens. Unholy terrors me. I'm the feces of the species. Still you're all in all. I'm something a prophet saw. History with the rise and fall. Obsessed with linen. Manifested marks. I am incest. Ooh, in the hearts of dark. We're riding on some atomic bomb to blind you all to kingdom come. I am. I am.
While it stays here, you can easily close and lock all of this up. And as we said, this area gets sealed where we just pump some air in here, so it'll completely make it seal-proof. It can be done relatively quickly. You should know that the person who does this is now locked into the system. On the other side of the station, it's almost the reverse, so that they can be locked. You can go through and close the other one, and then the system is completely shut down.
Each one of these doors is custom made for each entrance. Again, the door weighs 3,000 pounds, and it's well balanced. That takes less than 30 pounds of force to close.
Is that why this was such a complex job, because of having to customize each door?
It takes some time to build.
This is not something you go to Home Depot or go to Lowe's that you can buy off the shelf. It needed to be made to make sure that it was completely sealed. Very similar to what's used on ships in the Navy. The United States Navy has these on many of their aircraft carriers and all the rest of it, so they can seal it off in the event that there's any leakage.